That was cool.
That was cool. I did enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed.
Let's all enjoy.
That was the famous Toho video Bad Apple played using original Sega Genesis hardware.
That's really impressive.
Yeah. The audio quality obviously suffered, but man, they could actually do that. It only required 2 separate ROMs. If you put that on cartridge, you'd have to swap carts in between, I guess.
You're like, hold on, I promise, this is really cool.
Hold on, there's the second half of the song, just you wait.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everyone, it's
Hi.
Mascot Friday.
It is.
We're ready to play some mascots here on the Sega Genesis. And at the top of the stream, first thing I want to get off my chest is I found something truly great, something truly special here on the Sega Genesis. It's so special, Alex, that I want you to put up an interstitial.
Got it. What is it?
Now, if you're familiar with our list, you'll know that Kirby Superstar is currently our number 2 game on that list. That's a very, very good mascot platformer. Imagine my surprise when I found out that there's a sequel on the Sega Genesis.
Okay, no there's not. Don't be
there
dumb.
is. Kirby Superstar 2 is here on the Sega Genesis, and we're going to debut it right now. I don't know if we're going to rank this. It is a prototype. For some reason, Nintendo didn't let Sega release this. But let's do it. Put it on. It's Kirby Superstar 2!
Oh man, it is Kirby Superstar 2!
Should turn down the Elgato just a bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I just saw it peeking.
No. We're gonna do this right. Okay. Alright, I'm Kirby. Alex is Waddle Dee.
Yes!
Let's get this started. Let's put it on beginner difficulty, because that's a thing.
Oh my god!
And here it is. It's
Let me jump!
It's exactly like Kirby Superstar, only better.
Yes!
Now, Kirby's got a few special moves. He can jump, and then he can double jump.
Ooh, that's actually a special move.
And instead of a spin dash, he sucks things up. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about spin dash. This is nothing like any other game.
Bye. I love the way Kirby jumps there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, imagine my surprise. All these years, people have wanted a Kirby Superstar 2, and it was right here on the Sega Genesis all along.
If only we'd looked. I like how we all forgot to just open up our ROM lists, and if we'd just done that, we would have found those.
If only you just looked, you'd find out that people from several years ago discovered a prototype of Kirby Superstar 2.
Bye! Please, Waddle Dee!
This must be that famous Simon Y prototype I've heard so much about.
Look at me jump!
You're just a big ball.
What happens when I press left and right when I jump? I just kind of... Hi.
Yeah, I guess Sega patched things up with Nintendo after that whole Nintendo campaign.
Oh, you
They're
know.
just like, you know what? We'll make a game with Kirby. We'll make things right. So they showed this... No. So they showed this to Shigeru Miyamoto, who spit in their face. Just very disrespectful. Someday we'll discover the full story behind this. We're a couple of dumbasses.
Hey, Twitch. Hey, Twitch, how you doing? We're your favorite dumbasses.
I'm gonna eat him. Oh, you can't eat bosses.
That sucks.
Take care of Robotnik, Waddle Dee. So this one's kind of weird, because there's different gameplay mechanics. It plays completely differently from what this was based on. But the level designs are completely unchanged. It's just Kirby in the world of Sonic 2. I guess that's why they didn't release it. Nintendo must have thought it was a little bit derivative.
It is. It is kind of derivative.
Still, Kirby Superstar 2. Who knew? There's not much else to show off
I was
here.
gonna say, it's...
Alex, if you'll hit that reset button, we'll get things started.
Okay.
Welcome to Mascot Friday. This week's poll winners were McDonald's Treasureland Adventure Izzy's Quest for the Olympic Rings, and Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Actually a pretty good lineup, as you'll see. Kirby Superstar 2. I was as surprised as you were. I couldn't believe it.
Danny was just like, Alex, you won't believe what I found. And it was just incredible. All right,
here you go.
Oh, I got it. Damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, no Green Dog this week. We got spared once again.
Yep, Green Dog finished in 4th place. Close, but no cigar. He'll get there someday. Everyone's favorite Sega Genesis hero. All right, we got to credit every single McDonald land.
You must credit the Fry children, or else Ronald McDonald will sue you into oblivion.
Make sure you credit the chicken nuggets by name, each one of them.
Listen, the McDonald land characters have a very good union, is all I gotta say. Employees, absolutely not, but the characters do. They're all SAG. Alright, let's go. So, Treasureland Adventure. I know nothing of this except that I had McDonald's for dinner, so
I did too, so I'm all prepared.
Yeah, I'm well equipped to do this.
I ate 10 pieces of a 20-piece chicken nugget meal, so I'm more than ready to take this on.
I had a quarter pounder.
Well, you're gonna do better than me then.
Oh, I'm gonna kick ass.
Because the more McDonald's you eat before you play this game, the better you do. Alright, so this game, I think, was the first treasure game to come out here in the States. I think Gunstar Heroes was developed first, but this, for whatever reason, was just the first to come out.
One of those bad guys I don't like.
Let's go on a treasure hunt.
I don't like the bad guy that's just, oh my god.
Wow, he's got a strut.
Fuck that, it's his fucking pants.
Well, he's always had the big poofy pants.
He's got like those harem pants, yeah. I like the story design here. Oh my god, this game looks great. Oh my god, this sucks. I love this.
Mm-hmm. Look at those
I don't
colors.
like that jump is on C, but...
That's where I like it. That's where I prefer it.
Well...
I know not every game has jump on C. Alright, so you got some magic. I know you can hang on stuff. I've played this game briefly, but I've never gotten into it. I've never even gotten past more than a couple levels. It seemed okay, though. Yeah, there you go.
Bye.
What a nice-looking game.
I was gonna say, first impressions, this game looks great.
Sort of reminds me of Dynamite Heady, that the use of color here.
Oh god, yeah.
And I assume some of the same staffers were involved. Treasure is a pretty small company.
Alright. Here I am.
Xkeeper says, Dynamite Heady but with burgers. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Now, if only Ronald McDonald would pull off his head and throw it at people. Then again, I guess this game's for kids, so...
Yeah, I don't think McDonald's would be too happy with Ronald McDonald being decapitated repeatedly.
Alright, so... we got our McDonald's tonight on our second attempt at delivery.
Oh yeah, the first attempt was pretty funny.
The first attempt, they brought us a Happy Meal.
There's 3 of us. It was food for 3 of us, and they just brought us a Happy Meal. And you know, I felt bad because the poor guy seemed like after I gave him a look, he's like, "Oh crap, I got the wrong order, and it was McDonald's fault," because it is apparently. And,
Oh yeah, McDonald's will always get your food wrong. That's why you let other people order it.
Alright. Hey! It's just like make a burger fly out from me or something.
Do you lose burgers when you get hit?
Yellow. I got items I can buy with my gold.
Oh, okay.
Jewels, power-ups.
Alright, so neither of us are that familiar with the game, but
I know
to anyone who is, want to fill us in?
Yeah, let me know what I should be doing.
If this game's any good, or if you have any gameplay advice. It's supposed to be good, right? I've heard good things about this. And from what little I played, it seemed just fine.
Alright, I bought some health stuff.
R.I.P. Treasure? Not yet. They're not officially dead. They're just effectively dead. They're the kind of studio where everyone works as a contractor and they just kind of filter in and out. And if a bunch of them are there at once, they decide to work on a game together. And I guess that hasn't happened for several years, which is unfortunate.
made it.
McDonald's is over there. Go.
Go, go, go! That was cool. Yeah, this game is actually pretty... this game is pretty interesting. Like, design-wise. Artistic-wise, this game, like, art-wise, this is really interesting. It's
got some nice palette cycling there.
It does.
Backgrounds are nice and vibrant.
Ah!
There's ghosts.
I wish I had something to say. I just don't. I'm...
Alright, other things about video games that I associate with McDonald's. One of the worst things I've ever seen was at a McDonald's play place.
Okay! Tell me!
They had an ancient GameCube setup with Mario Kart. This was something like 15 years after the GameCube came out, and it was still there. And the controllers were the most viscerally horrifying things I'd ever seen. They were like chewed and gross and dirty and covered in stuff, and like the control stick was half there, and the C-stick was like worn down, like it had been stuck in a pencil sharpener or something. Children are truly terrible.
That is amazing, Danny!
But in terms of our list, man, McDonald's has some pretty good representation. We've covered MC Kids, we've covered Global Gladiators, and now this.
I like this more than Global Gladiators, I just want to say.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, what about MC Kids? MC Kids was pretty good.
MC Kids was pretty good, and I really like the format. I don't know what it is about this game, but I'm kind of into it, and I wish I could tell you why.
It's that treasure magic.
It is.
It's kind of a weird way to start your release history with a McDonald's game, but they didn't cheap out on this.
It looks great. It plays well.
Some really creative enemies.
They
keep introducing new stuff every single level.
Those flowers. I don't know what they do, but I want them.
They allow you to eat more burgers.
Ah, that's...
Oh, and here's something that's straight out of Dynamite Heady, this obstacle here. Get down, Ronald.
I'm just dancing. Yeah, you can see their play with scale and rotation in this game a lot, too.
Mm-hmm. That was Treasure's thing, pushing the Genesis hardware. But even aside from hardware tricks, just the backgrounds are all geometric looking and just kind of cool.
I don't know
It's got an abstract look to it, you know?
It does, yeah.
Like, this is supposed to be a forest area, but just the way they do the trees is really interesting.
Yeah, you'd think that McDonald's would go with something more... I don't know, I want to say like normal. But I do want a magic power-up. Give me that.
Oh, you can't carry any more of that.
Oh, I'm out of here.
I'm glad this was back in the day when they gave them a lot of creative freedom, because obviously they did.
There we go.
Man, good old Treasure, elevating something as mundane as a McDonald's game. You ever think about how weird that is, that McDonald's is kind of like this wellspring of creativity for video games?
Yeah, I do actually.
That should not be. It's a fast food company.
They're an innovative modern burger company for millennials. Okay?
They haven't changed their burgers in decades. And yet, they continue to innovate in video games.
I'm just, I was talking about it with our roommate earlier, Danny, and they've had I'm Lovin' It for a very long time. And I remember when that premiered, that when they introduced that catchphrase, I thought to myself, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
And it still caught on.
And not only did it catch on, it's like...
And yeah, Scarlet Swordfish, this is 93, so a few years into the Genesis life.
There we go.
After the Super Nintendo.
Danny, this game feels very satisfying.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I was hoping to find out.
I got caught in the waves!
I knew this was a good-looking game, but I was never sure just how well it played.
So, the waves, you have pressure from the waves. So you have to
work. Ronald's under a lot of pressure.
God, aren't we all? Ronald's
getting caught in the undertow.
This is legit hard. To jump this way.
Alright, this game's already made someone hungry for McDonald's. It's done its job.
Sorry, everybody.
McDonald's, feel free to send us a check for however much 525 lines spent on McDonald's food. that directly resulted from us.
Did that guy jump on that frog?
Probably.
I do. Oh, God.
Oh, that's a cute frog.
Yeah, they're cool.
He's a friend.
I like that frog. Alright, we got a good frog. There we go. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of Mischief Makers in that it does bring new things every level, and they're interesting at least.
Oh yeah, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Yeah. Good time for a great taste was also the slogan when I was growing up. And then they changed it.
Food, folks, and fun. Food, folks, and fun is still IMHO. Yeah, hell yeah. I love 2000 goals.
There's a freaking block-dropping puzzle game?
It's Puyo Puyo, babe. I have no idea what the fuck this is.
Try matching stuff. Don't disappoint Ronald. Oh, is this like bullshit columns or something?
What it feels like. Oh, God. How do you match these?
It could happen in some Mick world, yes!
Yes!
Oh, it's all coming back.
Bring back fucking Mick World, baby.
Hey, it could happen.
Mick World! Some child screams. Some child screams, a McDonald's story.
I'm fond of double cheeseburger. I'd hit it.
Okay, we were me and our roommate were also discussing that.
I'm a dollar menu guy. See, the first part on its own is pretty funny, but then when he follows up with "I'm a dollar menu guy," like yeah, I'm a cheap fuck. I will have sex with a hamburger, a cheap hamburger.
Because I'm just too busy thinking of dollar menu guy.
Yeah.
As we all are now. I really
one of the better IGN ads I've ever seen.
Still. Listen,
what people may not remember is that when that ad came out, IGN's site was completely wallpapered in McDonald's ads. So on the top, the bottom, the left, and the right of the site, you'd simultaneously see a guy saying, "Yeah, cheeseburger, I did it."
I'm just gonna...
You're bad at this.
Yeah, I am. Ew.
Gonna have to close down the original McDonald's.
Because I suck at this game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the original McDonald's is actually shut down. I think the oldest McDonald's is in Downey, California. But I could be wrong about that. But the original McDonald's is now shut down, if I recall.
Yeah, because of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just, you know.
I like the starry background. Look at that.
I do too. Hey! Fucking rude.
I appreciate that.
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
He's having a ball.
Look at me! Look at me! Video games are good. I'm sorry if chat's been really funny, and really cool. I bet y'all have. Y'all are really cool. I've been too enamored with fucking...
He's just having a great time.
Good.
There's good old Ronald McDonald at Schlitterbahn.
Danny! What? I wasn't gonna mention any of that!
Okay, we won't.
I was gonna say, he seems to be doing really well for himself. He can't be it. He must be at the original Schlitterbahn and not in Kansas.
Oh, there he goes. They keep introducing new background stuff.
Look at this!
Usually within a game's first world, you see all of the tile set, like, almost immediately, but in each of these sections, they keep introducing new little elements. Keep it visually interesting.
Yeah, chat also is like, Danny, no!
Yeah. We don't need to bring that up.
No, we're not gonna.
We
want to have a good stream. We don't have to bring that up. Oh my god!
That is a pretty cool dragon. Too bad you have to kill him.
No, I don't. Watch this. Okay, there's an incline here. So
it's a pacifist run.
Yeah, see? I'm not gonna kill him. See, I don't have to.
You're just gonna show him your ass, okay.
Yeah, hey buddy. Yeah.
Jump on, honey. We've gone off the rails in record time.
Safety zone!
Oh, good. I'm glad they tell you.
That actually is super cool. It's also got a timer. Look at this. See? That's so cool! I love that there's a timer! Pardon.
This is still so typically Treasure, even though it's, by all means, should just be a shitty license game.
Good game. I enjoy. Can I go in that water?
Maybe McDonald's is more generous with their budgets, you know? Like they're willing to give people more money than other projects. People who work on movie games are all like, here's $10,000 in 2 weeks, you better make this game.
McDonald's is like, listen, we're a progressive modern burger company. Please.
Progressive modern burger company.
Progressive, listen, you've seen that picture, right? Of the McDonald's thing where it's like a progressive modern burger company.
I believe you. That sounds like something they'd say.
Yeah, it was like some conference they had. That was dumb with me. I was trying to get to the safety zone. I thought I could. I could not. So,
yeah, Treasure didn't half-ass anything back then.
Yeah.
This still just blows my mind. It's a Ronald McDonald game. Compare this to, say, Donald Land on the Famicom, which is just the cheapest shit ever. It's some classic Data East jank. Then you hit the Genesis, and suddenly Ronald's in a good game. You ever find out what the flowers do?
If you get enough of them, you get extra health.
Oh, okay.
It refills your health meter.
Oh, I was going to say earlier, I do appreciate that there's a beginner mode, and they give you a ton of life. That's nice.
I felt really bad killing that. That was really nice.
Everything's really cute in this game. That's kind of a problem.
Look at him! Can I just redo my persona as this guy?
Just send him to the Shadow Realm.
No! What if I can jump like... Oh, I can't. I was trying to just jump with my ass in the air, just to...
Do a super jump? Yeah.
No! No! No!
It had to be. It had to be done. You had to do it. Progression seems pretty easy too.
Well, I am playing on beginner, yeah. Whoa! Look at that, they're holding their titties. What? Look at that! See?
You're right. I can't...
McDonald Land, titties out.
They're being, they're being modest.
They're being modest. They're being very polite.
We're here to sell burgers, not sex.
Obviously, no one gets horny when they think of McDonald's.
Yeah, it's the least horny brand. It's been proven. Think of any of those characters. Grimace? Oh, no.
Oh, you're thinking of that one. Don't say that, because everybody's just going to post that horny Grimace meme.
Oh, there's also the horny Hamburglar. You know, the new
I remember
one.
that! Also, look, I'm in Hamburglar's
You found his house! Pretend we didn't talk about the horny Hamburglar.
Remember when they tried to make Hamburglar, like, horny for millennials, and that just did not happen?
Yeah. Just don't.
I mean, they are not wrong. Millennials are very horny for brands. Will I give the fucking thief my jewels?
Give him your jewels. Huh. Okay.
Thank you for the hint. Look at Hamburglar, though.
He's watching McDonald's commercials.
Thanks again for the tip! So polite. Also, what is Hamburger doing down here?
And that welcome sign is right out of Dynamite Heady as well. I really wonder if they recycled a lot of stuff here for Dynamite Heady.
I'm gonna touch this. Yeah, this game is reminding me a lot of Heady, actually, but without the head part.
Yeah, it's a little bit less complex, a little scaled back.
Dynamite Donald. Oh god!
Whoa!
Run!
Nightmare fish.
In! Thank you.
I'm pretty sure the the Hamburglar does not support the fight for 15.
Does he represent like wages being stolen or something corny? Because that'd be cool. Oh my god, I just got a bunch of cool shit. Something must be fucked up. Oh, good, cool.
Alright, we have a link to soft and huggable dragons that you need to check out later, apparently. This guy...
What is this?
I like this guy. Look how expressive he is while he vomits on you.
How am I supposed to attack him?
I don't know. Maybe grab stuff?
And I don't think I can grab things.
Grab him by his undercarriage. See if that works. Oh, he's immune.
If anybody knows how to beat this boss, I would own. Why did they fill you up?
It gave you a few things, yeah.
And he told me I'm supposed to attack him while he's getting my jewels, but...
Oh, right. Maybe you let him grab you then? Oh, yeah, look, he sucked in a jewel.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay, so
there
he
you
has to suck in a jewel, and then you have to, like... So you have to get hit.
That's kind of strange.
Okay, so you have to let him steal a jewel and then attack him. God damn it.
Stay away from the sides.
Unless you want him to... Hey, grab my jewel. Grab it. Grab it. Yeah.
It's nice you can replenish them.
Why is this game so good?
Treasure.
This is real, like...
That's 100% the answer. It's because of Treasure. If it was any other company, it wouldn't be this good. And this being one of their first projects, they must have really wanted to make an impression.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
you
so
did it.
cool!
That's
Okay,
awesome.
okay, straight up. I really prefer this to the bright flashing lights of bosses dying. This is great. What a cool technique.
That's a nice alternative, yeah.
Yeah! Fuck, that's cool.
Want to let me take over? May I play the game?
Literally, you have to be like, Mom says it's my turn to play McDonald Land. Because I actually did not want to give
Alex
that up.
did not want to give up the
No,
controller. That's a
I
pretty
was
good
like,
sign.
I was like, I like this game a lot. This
Now,
is...
I still don't know if this is better than Heady, but this is going to rank pretty well on our list.
Mm-hmm.
This seems like it's pleasant to play. It's got a nice degree of visual variety. The bosses, looks like you have to do a little bit different things instead of just bonking them.
Man, Nintendcade, that's actually a good point. This game is very Sid and Marty Croftish in a lot of ways, and like design
Ooh, it is,
and whatever.
yeah,
and that
actually.
actually makes sense because, as Nintendcade said, like the original commercials with the McDonald Land and whatever were inspired by Sid and Marty Krofft. I want to say they designed it or helped with the designs, but I could be 100% off there, and I don't want to spread misinformation. God forbid I spread misinformation about McDonald's.
It's very visually similar to the commercials at the time.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I'm sure McDonald's loved. Like, wow, you finally got the look of our commercials.
It's that kind of
This
weird...
is perfect marketing synergy.
It's like that weird, esoteric, brightly colored landscape.
Yeah. Everything's friendly and unthreatening. It's just
Okay.
a little odd.
So Sid and Marty Krofft did not help with those commercials from the 70s. In fact, they sued McDonald's over the commercial.
Wow, that was the most wrong you could be.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Elle, for correcting me, because that is extremely wrong. Yeah. Oh, is Krungo? Oh, yeah. I saw Krungo in here earlier making goofs about McDonald's.
Why are balloons
Oh, wait, no,
so
I think they're
expensive?
making goofs out of them. Damn, they did sue them.
Balloons are as expensive as continues.
Yeah, what do the balloons do?
I really want one now. Alright, so you got this magic attack. Can't do it up or down, you can just do it left or right. But on the A button, you got this glove. And you can use that to grab stuff. Freaking... Oh, the grab and attach thing is also from Heady. Those games share a lot. There's the balloons. I wonder if this game gets very difficult at the end. So far, it's pretty basic. Though nice looking. And involving, for sure.
I wish
Sorry, I'm just critically examining this McDonald's game for children. It's what we do.
Yeah, Fami Consumer says, the music is extremely Dynamite Heady-ish, and I can, yeah.
It is too, yeah.
I love this game. I have, like, I want to have a complaint about this game, and my only complaint is, like, it McDonald's, which feels
So
like...
far, I don't. The levels are short enough where even when they're doing new weird stuff, like right now, it never really lingers on too long. Alright,
I love this game. I like this game more than Global Gladiator. Sorry, Global Gladiators. Sorry.
So far, I'm liking this more than Global Gladiators as well.
Like, I like these little puzzle segments where it's based on transparency of background and foreground.
It seems pretty creative.
Look!
And if they can keep that up
Look!
through the end, that's a cool obstacle.
Look at those little lions trying to get you.
Lion
Rawr. Rawr. I love this. I'm sorry I'm turned into a fucking idiot. I love this game. Yes, you see how good you do, Danny.
Columns Master is here to show you how it's done.
Sid and Marty Krofft went over $1 million in damages in the McDonald's suit. So yeah, they really... Trying to see whether you can do it. Okay, so it is just columns. Mm-hmm. So you can do it diagonally, vertically, and horizontally.
Yeah.
Ah, Mr. Columns here. Ooh, look at me, I'm so good at columns.
I did own Columns for the Genesis when it was new.
I always try to get into columns because for some reason as a child I thought columns was like intellectuals, fucking Tetris.
Intellectuals.
Don't it? Listen, I was a dumb child and I'm a dumb adult. I didn't really understand a lot of things, but I thought it was for like, you know, the smarter set. Like columns is like, you know, it's for like the intellectual gamer, and I just...
It's Tetris for Mensa.
It's Tetris for men! Finally!
Mentris. Give me that extra life.
Uzi says Yoshi's Cookie is the dipshit's Tetris, and as a big fan of Yoshi's Cookies, I abide by that. Yeah. Alright, so I see what you need to do. You just need to get... There you go. You fill up the side.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Just have to clear.
Is there any limit to this, or just...
I think you get bonus items based on whatchamacallit.
Is it just when you reach the top? I kind of have an issue with this. This kind of slows down the gameplay. But these are optional. You have to make a choice to go here. I'm just trying to find anything to criticize in this game.
Codeman says... This had Katsuhiko Suzuki and Akihata as composers, and they also did most of Heady's music, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yep, I thought so. Thanks for confirming. Oh, no, we're good. Oh, back to being eaten by lions. Oh, it's got a weird mirror part.
Oh, that's weird!
Straight out of Splatterhouse. I'm sure that's what they were going for.
Mm-hmm. McDonald's demanded it. They're like, please make this more like Splatterhouse.
Ronald's a big fan of Splatterhouse. These...
Yeah!
Buddy, let me go!
No! Video games are good now.
Jeez, the nerve. Alright, so it's obvious by now this is some kind of weird circus train where all the animals have escaped. Not sure what the plot is here.
Well, the plot is that the animals should go back in their cage. They'll feel just fine.
Help them get back to their cage, Ronald.
Ronald, do not save the animals.
They're on the way to the food processing plant. We need them. I've got some magic jewels. I saved Birdie!
Hey, congrats. Sebmo makes a good point. 99% of this game is you looking at fun cartoon Ronald, and having real man Ronald stare at you during a puzzle game is bad. I fucking agree. I hate having...
That was kind of unsettling, wasn't it?
Yeah, I love the way this game plays with light and obstacles, and foreground and background and obstacles. They do that a lot.
That's the treasure difference right there. They try to make things distinct. If not just visually, then in terms of gameplay even. Yeah, what should be a pretty basic side-scroller is elevated by treasure being treasure and just putting a lot of effort into everything. Wow.
This is way too good for McDonald's, is my complaint.
I would have told Treasure to dial it back here. Like, okay, guys, McDonald's doesn't deserve this.
Oh my god.
It's like the dance of the sugar plum fairies. I see what the balloons are for. Okay.
This is way too good for McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Too late.
This is way too good for a company that doesn't pay their employees $15 an hour. Come on! God, this game is good.
That part was something right out of Fantasia, and also better than anything that was in Genesis Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
That was also on our list, and I want to thank you all personally for not voting for it. I mean, it would have made sense after last week's Castle Illusion stream, but I was not ready to play Fantasia again. It's a boss fight on the train. Sorry, dude. We can be friends.
I'm glad.
The train itself is grimacing.
Oh, thank you, Birdie!
Mm-hmm. That's what friends are for. We did it. Well, onto a whole new area and new gameplay mechanics. Because treasure. It's a freaking sumo up there.
This game is so fucking cool, I hate it!
This game's kind of amazing.
I hate that I have to praise a brand! And be like, brand, this team of artists and designers and musicians and programmers you gave money to did a great job.
Brands are good?
They're not, but the team that they gave money to is very good.
Okay, fair enough.
Who are these happy little assholes tossing garbage cans at you is what I want to know.
It's a straight out of Crazy Climber.
This does look like a pretty crazy climb.
Whoa, it got really crazy.
Oh yeah, I forgot that for International Women's Day this year, McDonald's was like an anime McDonald's. It was
yeah,
McDonald's.
Right. I already forgot about that.
To show that they supported women. You should have become the Wetro Pals.
Let's not.
No, let's.
I fully support McDonald's though. They got so many anime companies to sue now.
God, they... Yeah, Codeman! I do like, I do like, New Jack Swing in 90s video games a lot. I also like New Jack Swing.
Okay. I think I see what I gotta do here.
Sebmo, no! We will not have an 18+ Patreon called the Wetro Pals.
That's the worst idea.
That sucks.
Look, I'm saying we do have a lot of adult games that I'd like to show off, but Twitch is not the platform for that.
I wish.
Most of them are in MAME. Most are part of the Miss Nude World series. Gotta figure out how to beat this guy.
Miss Mystery World.
Does this guy need to take my stuff? Yeah, Miss Mr. Nude World 98 is the best one.
You know, I haven't seen McDonald's anime shorts. I have seen. Speaking of anime, I did some research today. If you've been following us on whatchamacallit, Twitter, that I tweeted about. But I did do research on Olympic mascots, and I watched the opening and ending for the 1984 LA Olympics mascot anime, Sam the Eagle, or Eagle Sam. And there was like a dance troupe, this Olympics mascot.
Yeah, there was the Sam the Eagle dancers.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's on
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
We got plenty to discuss about Izzy, but I want to play a little bit more of this. This is too fun? Is that a thing we have? Fun? Please stop crying.
Please.
It's bad for business.
Come on, I've got something that will cheer you up. Jewels! I thought it was going to be McDonald's.
That's kind of strange, too. He doesn't give away food like he does usually. It's all about jewels now.
Oh, look, fella, you dropped part of the map. Are we almost done with the freaking game?
Maybe.
Well, we've been playing for 45 minutes, and the thing that sucks is I actually don't want the game to stop. This sucks.
I'm gonna play a couple more level segments, and then we'll move on, but this game has been a pleasant surprise. I mean, I always knew this was supposed to be good, but not this good. Okay, there's a water level. Here's where it's gonna turn to shit.
Auto-scrolling water level. This should suck.
Mm-hmm.
I like that cloud. Ah! That cloud hates you!
Even the platforms are creative. What the hell?
Oh, I love that one cloud. Oh, man.
Treasure making everyone else look bad. Oh, okay, you die if you fall in the water, so don't do that.
Wow, this looks hard.
A little bit.
Get on that. Fuck. I love this. Is gonna sound dumb. I love the way this game flows.
It has a great flow to it, yeah. Nothing really sticks around long enough to get boring or stale. It's just always moving on to something else. Again, treasure. that is the treasure difference. Anyway, I'm gonna run out of balloons here anyways.
Treasure difference is giving a shit.
Yeah. Being creative. Acting like you enjoy your job instead of hating it. Which I don't blame people.
Yeah, let's be honest. We're not one of those like, oh, these devs suck when they were like given shitty treatment and shitty work.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone was working
That
on
was
their
so
limitations.
cool.
That was cool.
Look at that. Who is that? Looks like one of those. Looks like one of the many Konami penguins.
That's a Konami penguin, yeah. It's Pentaro. He wishes us well.
Oh god.
Now he's dive bombing us. He's our enemy.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have tried to kill us.
Alright, I have to make myself stop playing this. This is something I'm going to have to get back to.
Yes.
I think I'm going to do one of those weeks where I get really into a game and just beat the shit out of it, like I did with Dynamite Heady.
You should.
This looks like a fun time.
It's like Dynamite Heady for babies. And I'm a baby, so I'm
the biggest
like
baby
this.
of them all. When are we gonna get to McDonald's? Well, not tonight.
Ah!
Whoa! It's Captain Lips.
It's lip sync.
This does look like Funky Town. Goddamn creative and joyful games. I don't know what to do with you. I hate having fun. Being mad at a game, yeah, that's a feeling I can process. I'm not used to this joy bullshit. Well, we'll have to figure out what to do with ourselves in the meantime, but we got business.
Oh yeah! Oh god, Spiritual Warfare. That game is wild.
Yes. Oh man, I love this game.
So,
Here you go, Alex. Play this.
Wait, I didn't even change the name.
Oh, change the name then. Now, I need to address this up first. There's an arcade Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, also by Sega. It's a totally different game, and it's way, way, way better than this. I gotta admit.
It is.
But this game still has its merits.
I beat the arcade version in an arcade once because the game was on free play, and that was cool.
Oh, cool. And of course, this game has Michael Jackson's likeness, his music, digitized sound samples.
Michael Jackson was in a lot of Sega stuff.
Now, I've never seen Moonwalker the movie, but I want to, because I hear it's a real trip.
2-player.
Not simultaneous, unfortunately. He turns into a car, that is from the movie. He also turns into a robot and an airplane.
Is this, Moonwalker was the one with the clay animation rabbit, right?
That's the coolest damn intro. Well, I can't answer that question. I haven't seen Moonwalker. Alright, so it's a side-scrolling platformer. Only in each level you gotta find and rescue all these kids. There's lots of good details, like how the piano makes noises when you walk over it. You can kick chairs, use a bunch of environmental stuff. Oh, this is a great remix.
Oh god, this guy hates me! Sorry, I had to adjust the volume because I was being a jerk. Oh god, he's got bullets!
Yep. Michael Jackson's one weakness.
I don't have to kick that lady.
You just need that lady.
Yeah, this game is... Man, I like his animation.
Lots of great animations.
Danny, I have a question for you, and I also have a question for Chad in case they know.
Uh-huh.
Why was Sega the company that Michael Jackson was way fucking into? Not Nintendo, but Sega. You know what I mean, Danny?
You want to know the real answer? Because he had taste. But that's true. If a look at Michael Jackson's massive arcade after he passed and they started to auction stuff off revealed that it's nothing but Sega games, like those big sit-down deluxe cabinets. He had a freaking R360, that big orb that tilted you around while you played G-Lock. He was basically a huge Sega fan, so I assume that played some role in his partnership with him. Michael, please. Michael. You have to open... I think one of the kids is in the windows.
You have to open the windows?
Mm-hmm. Not those, but the ones on the top floor.
Okay.
Oh, and get on the stairs and push A. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of cool environmental kills, I guess you can call them. Can't go open that window, I think. Oh no, it was a cat! Get out of there!
The cat hurt me!
Cats hate Michael Jackson. That cat's gonna follow you to the end of the world.
I had to kick it! Oh god, more! It's gotta be this window, right? No.
Probably that one. Oh man, you must have missed a door or something. Thrusting your crotch at the cat does not work. I should note that thrusting your crotch is a move that's mapped to the up button on the D-pad. Hey, there you go. So that's the formula of this game.
Hey, Bubbles is here!
Yep, you got Bubbles.
Where do I go now?
He's pointing it. You gotta follow where Bubbles is pointing. Bubbles, if you're unfamiliar, is Michael Jackson's real-life chimp. They are friends. Or they were. Really, there's a lot of stuff in here for Michael Jackson fans who will appreciate this kind of thing. You can even moonwalk if you hold the attack button. And if you hold down the A button, you do dance magic. Keep holding it. Oh! There you go.
Michael.
I don't know what the general opinion is on this game, but I like it. I rented it back when it was new. I beat it. I didn't like it enough to buy it. I figured once was enough. Later levels become kind of frustrating. Eventually it does devolve into like these maze-like levels where you have to hunt down the different kids who are missing.
Boo.
But the actual gameplay is alright. You
Yeah,
got a decent amount of moves. The moves also change depending on your life bar. Like, if you get at half-life, your moves become less effective. So they put a lot of thought into the combat of the game, just not necessarily the design. Already you can see the backgrounds start to repeat.
I like when my hat comes back. Yeah, the arcade game is a lot better, but...
It's so much better, dude. It's like not even close.
I'm still into this. This isn't bad. It's not bad. It's goofy fun, and I like goofy fun.
Uzi says this is the perfect found the game in a ROM list game. Yeah, this is what you'd call a pleasant surprise. It's something you'd expect to be a huge piece of shit, but it's surprisingly playable. And though it doesn't really stay interesting throughout, I'd say it becomes tiresome around the graveyard level. Still, they did what they could, and for a licensed game based on a musical performer, it's pretty good. I was thinking about making a poll at some point for one of our showcase streams to feature a band.
Yes.
We can choose from like Kiss, who had Kiss Pinball and Kiss Psycho Circus. We could do freaking Peter Gabriel, who had two different CDI games.
Okay, we need to do that anyway because we have Peter Gabriel's CDI games.
I finally managed to track down Peter Gabriel's CDI games, so we are prepared for an all Peter Gabriel stream if need be.
Okay, what did I miss?
Probably on the first floor.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo Crew Pinball, Crew Ball. Motley Crue had a pinball game, and so did Kiss.
Listen, everybody had a pinball game at one point.
They're still doing it. They made Aerosmith and Metallica tables recently. Stern did. Got a chance to play them recently. Not good. I didn't like them. Sorry, Stern.
Get out of here, Dick. Okay, downstairs. Oops, I meant to press,
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Where are the children?
Yeah,
I must save them!
This is kind of the downside of the game. You always end up with one kid missing and you have to scour the level.
I want to heal the world and make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race, and I can't do that if I can't find this child.
Slide.
How again?
A!
Hey, oh.
There's 3 buttons!
Listen, I tried it with A earlier, and it didn't do it because I pressed the button wrong, okay?
You're still better at this than the actual Michael Jackson.
Is he really bad at this?
Man, I don't know. Considering how he was into these really hardcore arcade games, I bet he was actually pretty good at video games.
Like, what hardcore arcade games?
Just like all the Sega simulators and shit. Like, basically anything Sega put in the arcades, Michael Jackson had it. He had a complete collection of Sega arcade games from between, like, 91 and 98, probably. That's why you can't hate Michael Jackson. He's a Sega fan. He's good at heart. Okay, now hold down the A button and don't stop holding it. This is the best part of the game.
Yes, this part! I love when this happens! Okay, this is also in the arcade game.
Yeah. Oh, to the lean. Now they're dead. Oh wait, no, they're still alive. These guys are tough.
Oh, I died. My spirit is gone.
You survived. Don't worry.
Thank Christ. Do I have to find the children again?
Nope.
It's got this monkey on my back.
I've been there. Oh, there's a Larkin Seal game? Okay, yeah, put that on the list. Also, Tomoyasu Hotei had his own PS1 game.
Yes, that game is so good!
It's real good. I would say Revolution X, but we did stream that before.
Yeah, we already did, like, Aerosmith Day.
We did, yeah, that's right. We covered all the Aerosmith games. Oh wait, we didn't. We missed out on Guitar Hero Aerosmith. That's definitely worth playing.
It is.
Gave that game a 3 out of 10.
I'm so stoic.
He's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah.
Arnold, remember, we have not played Spice World. That is an excellent pick.
Yes, Danny, we need to play Spice World.
I do have a copy of that for PS1.
And we're gonna do PlayStation Year 1 Spice World.
That's like year 3 or year 4.
That's like year 1000.
Spice Girls are way too new. And they're in the news recently.
What are they in the news for?
For wanting to get back together, but they couldn't.
Why can't they?
Because freaking Posh Spice backed out.
Fucking Posh Spice. No solidarity with her fellow workers. Of course she's posh.
You can,
See, I pressed A at the top of the stairs that time.
Oh no, you need to be walking down first. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hey! Shooting me is mean. Alright, I should give this to you in a minute.
That's right, Blab. There's also the Gact games. There's, Bungie Guy. I don't know if he was in Dirge of Cerberus, but that wouldn't surprise me. Also, you can't pay me to play Dirge of Cerberus again.
Yeah, they paid you multiple times to play it already, and you don't...
I had to preview it twice, and then I had to review it. I have played enough Dirge of Cerberus in one lifetime.
You have so many copies of Dirge of Cerberus just floating around.
I've got alpha preview code, I've got beta preview code, and I've got final review code, and none of them are any good. Alright, time to go to the top floor.
I like the way that guy rebounded off the top of the...
Yeah. I like that those guys have an animation for splitting the pool cue in half. There are a lot of details in this game that I like, but almost instantly it becomes just how obvious how limited this game is. This is all you do. There's different level designs and different layouts and different gimmicks, but this is pretty much what you're doing the whole game.
It's simple, and it's simple fun, and I like simple fun.
Okay, stand on that table and hit up and B. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Plus, it's got FM sound versions of Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal, Bad, and almost Thriller, but that didn't make it in.
Ah, damn.
Recently there was a prototype discovered where it still had Thriller in the graveyard level, as was intended.
Do you think they couldn't get the rights, or just didn't have the time?
Thriller wasn't written by Michael Jackson, it's owned by different people.
That would do it!
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And Sega just assumed that it was a Jackson song, but someone had to go in and be like, no, it's kind of complicated. There should still be one on the top floor, right?
I thought I got him on the top floor.
Did you get the windows?
Ah, shit. Fucking windows. Time for
Windows
a
will
bunch of
get you every
cats to
time.
yell at me.
Meow.
Alright. Let's see.
Run away.
I'm running! Lady.
Was the lady concealing a child?
Hey! 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 No. Although she is really protecting that window like, I don't know.
There's nothing here. I don't know what
Alright.
you're talking about. Yeah, and already we've seen multiple instances of the worst part of the game, where you've explored the whole level, you're ready to move on, but you can't. The game won't let you. Not until you find that last damn child.
Where's the damn third Chaos Emerald child? Chaos children. I give up.
I do like that some of your moves just flatten enemies, they just fall flat on their back. Dead instantly from Michael Jackson's magic.
And this level?
Yeah, Cool Coyote. Thriller was by Quincy Jones, so...
That would do it! I thought that's who it was. I was like, that's like Quincy or Jones or... Could you all stop killing me? I'm a very nice quadrillionaire or whatever. Actually, I don't know how much money Michael Jackson had.
Oh yeah, Arnold, thanks for that link. Yeah, that was discussed recently on Lost Levels. To my knowledge, that prototype has not been dumped. As far as I know, the buyer is anonymous, and probably not willing to share. As so often happens. But man, they were banking big on Thriller, because there was also a graveyard level in the arcade game, and I assumed that they wanted to use it there, too. Instead, for both games, they had to use another part of me.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's basically another zombie song. Whoa, that was a good hit. Duck, duck. I don't think you're intimidating him. You thrust your crotch 4 times, and he countered with a bullet to the face. I think he wins.
Ain't that how it always goes? All right, Danny's turn.
I'm playing. So what do you think? It's better than you might think, but also not super great.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
I do like when you jump on the...
For my money, it's too simple and it goes on for way too long, because there's something like 5 or 6 worlds and they all have 3 levels each. Are you able to climb this?
You are. I was able to. I don't use A, like use up.
Yeah, I'm using up.
I was able to climb. Or you can just keep thrusting. Yeah, Izzy, no one's getting paid in AAA for the themes that they use. They use Thriller, they use... Oh my god. They use Red Hot Chili Peppers for one guy.
I can't go up or down any stairs.
Can I try?
Yeah. Did we find something new? Is it a diagonal?
Yeah.
Special note. You can't just push up. You have to use diagonally up. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Filling in the gaps in my knowledge. I'm frozen. No, I'm not.
Kick that chair at that guy.
Ooh, double hit.
Yeah, how old is this game again?
This was one of the earlier Genesis games. This is either 89 or 90. It's around the same vintage as Castle of Illusion. Not quite launch era, but maybe second wave.
Listen. Hey, am I gonna... Are we finally... Oh, we're on the street finally!
Made it to the street. Not much else to show off here, but I'll show off this level at least.
This game's from 1989.
Oh, I see. Check this out.
Eat it, Street Toughs!
Yeah, I love Eat It.
Hey, what's it? Attacked by fucking time bombs!
Mm-hmm. These dudes ain't playing.
I do like the dumpsters. I like.
Yeah, the environmental details are nice. It's just there's
Can
not.
you look
enough
in the dumpster for a child? You
Yep.
can.
There was a child
That's
in the dumpster.
me. I'm the child of the dumpster.
You've heard of Child of Eden? Here's Child of Dumpster.
This game's from actually 1990. I think the arcade game may be from 1989. I do like the arcade game.
In the credits for the arcade game, it claims it was designed and directed by Michael Jackson, which I think is pretty unlikely, but who knows? Maybe he learned how to program.
Michael Jackson's game dev diaries.
Yeah. If he did, he made a damn good game. I really like that arcade game. Alright, it's time for the best part of the game. Are you ready?
Oh, arcade game was also 1990. Why am I thinking 1989?
Maybe the movie?
Maybe. That's actually probably it. Unless the movie came out in 1990 and then I'm just a fucking idiot. Yes! Make them all dance with you! The ultimate fight move.
This is the best. And they just drop dead. Alright, I have to get to the next level, because in the next level you make dogs dance, and we have to see that.
Okay, we do.
That's important.
Yeah, okay. The movie came out in 1988, so nothing happened in 1989.
Oh.
Nothing. I'm
Alright, so these games were a little late, if anything. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the less creative levels. It's just a parking garage. Yeah.
Why is that so funny to me?
Yeah, this game seems like a good idea, and then you start to play through the whole thing, and it's just...
Parking garage!
Who needs level design when you can just go from car to car?
Well, if this was designed by Michael Jackson, maybe, we shouldn't be too hard on the game.
Mr. Jackson, you're kind of cutting a lot of corners there. He was all like, I'm not going to pay for 8 megabits. Ow!
I hate this parking garage filled with bombs.
Yeah. At least you dance everything open. Always staying on brand.
To be fair, when I'm scared of opening something and it being a bomb, I dance.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
And that's why my legs hurt for the past few weeks.
You're always dancing.
Hey man, gotta dance. Yes, Arnold Rimmer, thank you. Arnold Rimmer mentions that Moonwalker had the sequence with Michael having the dance off with the... Nice.
Oh, they ran away!
Cowards. They literally had him dance with, his persona, which was a rabbit that looked just like him and was also buff and in the desert.
Cool.
It was definitely his persona. Yeah, it was Will Vinton. It looked really nice.
Freaking riot cops run away when you try to make them dance.
They refuse. Cops will never dance with you. Only trust your fists.
Wait, getting away.
Michael.
Cool. Oh, which level had the dancing dogs? Is it this one? It's gotta be this one.
What the heck? Dumb.
Alright,
You can make those dogs dance.
Here we go. Dance with me, dog. I only got one.
Yes! Look at their little paws!
Alright, in some ways this game's really cool, and in other ways it's not. It's limited by its budget and obviously ROM size. They had to make a bunch of levels and they had to make them fit in a limited size. You gotta do what you gotta do. And in the end, the game is above average. You win this time, Mr. Big.
Oh, good. Thank you for dog posting in the Discord, Magma Ram. We also, by the way, we support you posting your dogs and your cats.
Oh, by all means,
Any
dogs
pets.
and cats are welcome, as long as they're good.
Luckily,
all pets are good.
all pets are good. If you've got any
Even
other weird
Bubbles.
pet, if you got,
Even Bubbles. Look at him.
Although, if you do have a chimp for a pet and you dress it up, I'm gonna be like, watch out for your face. It may get knocked, it may get ripped off.
Don't keep monkeys as pets.
Please don't.
Don't do
that. Please read at least one story about it.
Yeah.
And then also, probably don't want to keep things like tigers or...
Read the story of the lady who got her face ripped off because she changed her hairstyle and her pet monkey went apeshit. Pun not intended. It's a very sad story.
It sucks. Let's move. Can we do something fun?
Let's finish things up with Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings.
Okay, I want to hear more about faces being ripped off.
Well, too bad, because we're moving on to Olympic mascots.
Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings. Oh, Izzy. Can't you see?
I forgot to look up and see who develops this. If anyone has any insight on that, let me know.
Okay, this does look like it's based more on the Film Roman version of the Izzy design. Film Roman got the rights to do the, copyright 1992 by ACOG. That would be the Atlantic Committee of the Olympic Games.
Oh,
They originally picked, because with the Olympic Committee, you have to pick out the, oh my god, I have to fucking do this, don't I?
Yep, Alex is playing first.
Okay, so, yeah, Izzy.
Alright, so if you're unfamiliar, Izzy is the mascot of the Atlanta 1996 Olympic Games here in the States. He was very obviously designed by a committee. Among other things, committee members suggested that in order to appeal to today's modern kids, his shoes should be backwards.
Because kids wear their
baseball caps backwards.
The original designer who submitted the Izzy design that won was like, hey, let's not do that. And they took the original designer off of the committee.
Yep, they didn't like him saying that Izzy shouldn't wear backwards shoes. Izzy test.
Listen to this.
Yep. There's an animation test. Well, he is pretty well animated. I should note up front, there was an animated pilot about Izzy and his adventures.
Oh man, I read a lot about that.
And that is one of the few lost pieces of animation because they broadcast it once, no one gave a shit in order to film it or record it, and it got lost.
It may be still around on someone's VHS tape.
Could be, but we just haven't discovered that yet.
But unfortunately, the license was picked up by Film Rome, and Film Rome hated making it. It was originally going to air on NBC because NBC had the rights to the Olympics. NBC did not want to air this special, so they had to go to Turner and basically be like, "Hey, could you show this? And could it? You don't even have to pay us money. Just please show this. Because NBC was going to air it, and then they made the movie, and NBC was like, "Oh, everybody hates Izzy. Don't do it."
Yeah, that's the thing, Dr. Jordo. The Bubsy pilot, the Battletoads pilot, those were saved. People cared enough about those, but Izzy, I don't think anyone even watched it, much less recorded it.
It apparently had international distribution rights, but there is no proof of it ever broadcasting more than... Apparently, it aired 3 times on TNT.
Oh, it had 3 airings.
It either had 2 or 3 airings, and yeah, it was just...
Well, speaking of lost media, I found out today via our Discord that a long-lost CDI infomercial was recently discovered and put up on YouTube. It was... That infomercial was something I used to see all the time, and yet no one recorded it up until now, and it's finally released. It's an infomercial about a VCR repairman who, instead of repairing your VCR, throws it out and replaces it with a CDI. But we're doing a disservice to Izzy. Let's talk about Izzy.
Okay, so Izzy was designed by... his last name was Ryan, I do forget. There's a nice oral history about Izzy that I posted on our Twitter if you want to read all about Izzy, but...
Now, he's originally, when he came out, his full name is What Is It? Because that's your first question upon seeing him.
Okay, do you know what his original name was, though, Danny?
What was it?
To show how high-tech Atlanta was, his name was originally High Res. Hi Res, R-E-Z.
High Res, wow.
Yep, and then they changed it to whatever. They got a lot of stuff like, I can't climb that, can I?
Nope.
Why not? Do I have to do
You're going the wrong way.
Ugh, whatever. Yeah, and they got a lot of stuff for actual things in Atlanta, like peanuts and peaches and shit like that. And then they got this, and they were like, "Now we're going with this." And I know that a lot of people are like, according to the oral history, people were like, "Why?" But
yeah, apparently Izzy is not very well liked in Atlanta.
No. They had to premiere it by the end of... You have to premiere your Olympics mascot by the end of the previous Olympics games. So they had until the ending ceremony of 1992's Barcelona Olympics to premiere Izzy. And so they were kind of rushed, and it shows. So Izzy has 3 jumps, and they all seem to be the same.
Yeah, I think the A, B, and C buttons all do the same thing. It's Sonic the Hedgehog style. It's simple. Keeping it simple. That's the Izzy motto.
So yeah, the thing about Izzy though is that, like all Olympic mascots, his the original files and the original production material for his animated special, and probably a lot of other Izzy things, are gone. Why does he? Oh God!
Oh, you almost had a cool speedrun shortcut, and then you fucked it up. Yeah, the thing about Olympic mascots is after the Olympics that they represent are over, part of the Olympics legal department demands that all production materials for this stuff be destroyed. You can't make any more merch, you can't make them reappear. They're done. They're dead as far as they're concerned.
It's the end of the calendar year of the Olympics themselves. There we go.
So even if Izzy's cartoon was available somewhere in an archive, it's gone. That archive was destroyed as per law here in the States.
Yeah, actually, not in the States, everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's a worldwide law. You gotta jump on that flower.
Okay. The only The only mascot who's really survived the, God, I hate to say this, the purges that the Olympic Committee
The mascot purge.
It was Misha, the 1980s Russian mascot. In fact, the Olympic Committee in Russia for I forget the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, very recently, they were, a lot of people suggested Father Frost or something like that, but the Olympics Committee in Russia actually said no, because they did not want the Olympics Committee to have copyright of a national Russian folk character, because they knew that they would have to go and give the rights back up. So they were like, no, we have
time
to do
to
something generic.
shred your national folk character.
Basically,
put her in the wood
yeah.
chipper. Such a bizarre
Now, no one
thing.
would have minded if Izzy got wood chipped, though. Izzy was very disliked.
Oh, I'm sure people would have paid money to see that. Yeah, according to the Izzy Wikipedia page, there's a certain major highway or boulevard or something in Atlanta that's painted blue.
It was painted blue for the Olympic marathon. So
and Urban Legend says that that's where you can see Izzy's ass being driven out of town.
Being dragged out of
town. Dragged out of town. Yep, not a very well-loved guy. Even back in the day, I have some quotes. A long time ago, this LP group by the name Men Drinking Coffee played this, and I rewatched that episode.
Oh my god.
And they had a lot to say.
Okay, tell me what they say about fucking Izzy. I want to hear Izzy get his ass dragged.
Well, they're the first people I heard of who related the Bob Costas quote, which
Yes!
Bob Costas, upon seeing this character for the first time, he said it looked like a genetic experiment gone horribly, ghastly wrong.
5 to 5 lines makes a good point. Like, the thing about the Olympics is they're tax funded, but they don't let the city that they even scam to do the Olympics keep the Olympics mascots or stuff that they kept. That's the thing. It's wild. Like the thing is, like Izzy, because the Olympics are sponsored by Coke, the Izzy mascots were not allowed to be around anything Pepsi. Anything Pepsi related. You couldn't.
Alright, so this is a bonus level where you have to go all the way up to the top as a rocket. Just so you're aware.
Okay, thanks.
At some point you're going to run out of time and the bonus level's over. Don't worry too much about it.
Excellent.
There's an Olympic ring on top of these levels and you have to get them all by the end of the game.
Ugh, I'm not going to do that.
Still looking for that Onyx ring. Also learned from the Men Drinking Coffee, Matt Groening weighed in on Izzy. He called him a combination of the Pillsbury Doughboy and the ugliest California raisin.
I know that an anonymous person said that Izzy looks like a sperm in sneakers.
All damning descriptions, if there ever were any.
He was definitely designed by committee. Even if you look at the original Izzy, he looks different than the way that he looks here. It was still pretty ugly. No offense to the original designer.
Yeah, he went through several passes of the old committee approval, and you can tell. He does have all 5 Olympic rings on him. 2 are on his eyes, 3 are attached to his ass. The graphics here aren't detailed enough for you to see that.
Look, I'm doing archery now.
Oh, you can at least get powers and stuff.
I don't like this game.
Oh,
it plays really slow.
I was kind of surprised by how it played. I think I like it more than you do.
I think you do too. I think I just have a lot of negative feelings towards the Olympic mascot committee stuff, and I mean, I don't think the designers fucked it up. I mean, but I definitely feels like a fine game. It's not like the worst I've ever played. It's better than Family Dog, most definitely.
This game's better than what Izzy deserves.
That I agree with.
But not much better.
Thanks.
Still, let's compare this to its contemporaries. This is obviously trying to be part of the really fast, really agile mascot genre. So it's competing on the same level as Bubsy and Sonic the Hedgehog. And
this definitely has a Bubsy feel to it.
Yeah, he is kind of all over the place. He's a squirrely little guy.
I just wish I could tell what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, these levels are all organized where you're just kind of going all over the place, trying to figure out where to go. The amount of collectibles serves as like a signpost, so if you're not seeing any collectibles, you're going backwards.
It sucks.
I guess they felt the need to put a bunch of collectibles in so you don't get lost, because these levels are pretty sprawling. But most of them just give you points, which, who cares? And some of them give you time that you can use on the bonus levels, but the bonus levels are all really boring.
Alright, other Olympic mascot facts. There were a few animes.
Animes?
There were! Not of Izzy. Izzy did not get an anime. But,
Not even an OVA?
Not even... Well, he did get a TV...
Oh, he did get an OVA, sort of, but
sort of, yeah.
Nobody cared enough to watch it or record it.
It's gotta be somewhere. It has to be somewhere, and no one...
Yeah, earlier Uzi said to check people who used to record Monday Nitro on TNT to see if they have any copies of Izzy.
Ooh, I died.
Want to hand it over?
Yes.
Alright, you talk about mascots, I'm going to show you an Izzy Pro Play.
Okay, I can't wait, actually.
Now this game, it reminds me of Awesome Possum, but not in a bad way. Just in the way it slows down a lot. But that's kind of necessary, because otherwise you'd just be pinballing off of everything. It does feel kind of satisfying to jump. You can jump pretty far. He's a pretty mobile little guy.
Taizo, Zabivaka, is that the World Cup Brazil mascot, or just I'm not sure which one that is, but I do remember the Brazil World Cup mascot having, as much as I'm like, Olympics, World Cup, they can be really bad for the places where they set up, and maybe we should reconsider a lot of the way that stuff's handled. When I saw that Brazil mascot, I was just like, this sucks, I love this, and I want the merchandise.
How do I get rid of my power-ups? I don't want to be bow and arrow man.
Sam the Eagle is actually pretty interesting. They're the 1984 LA Olympic mascot, and yeah, you have to have one of the flags to change back.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's kind of like that part in Sonic CD where that beam hits you. Those flags are the beams.
I see. Still, I'll go to bat for this game. I'd say the game is better than Izzy, the character itself.
Oh, that was the Russia 2018 World Cup. Yes, I have seen that dog mascot. And yes, furries do love him. Okay. Sam the Eagle was horny in that thing that I posted.
He did lift up a lady's dress, alright? We're not going to deny that.
Listen,
I'm saying maybe he had a good reason to do so.
No, he didn't. That was just a horny anime, and the whole thing was apparently like, if you watch a few of the episodes, it's apparently like Sam the Eagle is a detective. Okay, so let me go to the beginning here. Sam the Eagle was designed by Bob. He was designed by a Disney animator in 1980. Not an animator, a character creator, whatever. At Disney, they actually commissioned Disney to do this and to do Sam the Eagle. And Sam was actually pretty attractive. Oh God.
Alex, why don't you stop this line of thought? No one cares about Sam the Eagle.
I'm not horny for Sam the Eagle, okay?
I'm fencing. Look at me. This is my time to shine.
Well, Chat was talking about Sam the Eagle, which is why I brought it up. Chat does care about Sam the Eagle. Sam the Eagle had an anime. I forget who made it. There's a few episodes on YouTube. A lot of they actually asked Disney and other design firms to design Izzy, but the thing is, the committee didn't have enough money to pay people, so all the design companies they went to when they found out it would just be for exposure, they were like, absolutely not, and fuck you.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
Now, there are things I like about this. I like the fact that you can run and jump pretty far. And the slowdown actually works in the game's favor, I'd argue, because otherwise you'd just miss all these jumps. But you can change your direction and momentum in midair, making you pretty maneuverable as far as these games go. I like that you can climb things very quickly. That's often a problem in these games. You take forever to climb ladders, but not here. I don't like any of that. I fell and was flattened, and I couldn't jump while I was flattened, so I fell down even more.
So, apparently, according to Codeman, some of the artists that worked on this also worked on the early Oddworld games.
Wow.
I'm glad that they got to do good things. Bob Moore. Okay, yeah, it was Bob Moore. Okay, cool.
I'd say there should be more integration of actual Olympics things. Like, you see him fence sometimes, he sometimes balances on stuff, but this should just be constant Olympics. In fact, why not make an Olympics game?
Just make it... Just make... Is that why they don't do Olympic-sponsored games anymore? Because they just have Sonic and Mario do it? They're like, listen, we don't want any of these other mascots to touch our games. You're the only mascots who can touch the Olympics anymore, okay?
Yeah, that must be it.
Oh god, no, yeah. Sam the Eagle, the Olympic mascot, is different from Sam the Eagle, the Muppet, and you would have thought that would have been a thing, but there you go.
Yeah, why wasn't it a thing?
Because they called him Eagle Sam, I think, sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's legally distinct.
Eagle Sam. Yeehaw.
You can't jump on things without them hurting you. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Also, you don't get many hits before you die.
I would like to see Bubsy and Rocky Road into the Olympic Games, Dr. Jordo.
I'd just like to see an Olympics game with a bunch of characters who are completely unathletic. Characters who just fall on their faces, who don't know how to play sports.
So, like, Alex and Danny at the Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually play that.
Bubsy tries to throw a fencing foil as a javelin, and it hits Awesome Possum in the ass.
That's money, everybody. Indie devs, make this. Make shitty mascot platformers at the Olympic Games. Literally break every copyright law with all the people who would get mad at you.
I don't think anyone's gonna get mad over Awesome Possum.
They won't get mad
See,
at
Bubsy had a chance to come back, but not him.
Here's the thing. Bubsy won't get mad. Awesome Possum won't get mad. The Olympics committee would be furious, though.
Well, screw 'em. They haven't put on a good Olympics since ever. That's right, I'm calling them out.
Calling you out, Olympics committee.
Try making a good Olympics for once. What? Huh?
What did you do?
Fell through the wall.
Cool. Someone's gotta.
Alright, I have to not land on that one enemy that kills me every time. Let's see if we can do that. There's some balloons up here that I can't avoid. Alright, I hit the balloons. And then I hit that guy.
You're just mad at how bad this game is, aren't you?
No, this is a great game, and you're wrong. See?
Well, you have fun with Izzy.
I think it's better than Bubsy.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Start formulating your logical arguments now. I will only accept logical arguments. Only approach me with logic.
Danny is demanding I debate him about why Izzy is not as good as Bubsy, and...
It's better than Bubsy.
It is not better than Bubsy, honey.
It's so much better.
You are a...
He's not constantly talking, for one thing.
Okay, Bubsy wasn't Bubsy only talked when he died.
When he has something to say. When I have nothing to say, my lips are sealed.
Say something once, why say it again? It's
Always got a baseball bat. Maybe you're right. Maybe this isn't that great. It's still better than I was expecting, considering the character. Because if he got the game he deserved, this game would be unplayable. It would be frustrating as hell.
And this isn't frustrating as hell? I found it way too frustrating.
I like these vines. I like that you can climb them really quick. I like that he latches on and you don't have to hit up or down. A lot of mistakes that platformers make this game avoids, while introducing new ones, so I don't really know what to think. It is a mixed bag of good and not so good. IGN.com.
I was gonna say, this is a janky wonky wonk jank.
It's a wonk fest.
it's a wank fest.
It's not that kind of game.
It should be!
No one wants to see that.
Red label Izzy.
18 plus.
Oh god, I think the most illegal game you could make would be an Olympic mascot dating sim.
Maybe it should be like Valis and they bring him back as a porn game.
Yes! The Olympics committee breaks their thing about bringing back copyright characters and they bring back Izzy just so Izzy can finally get it on.
Well, you played the fun level. You saved the unfun level for me. I'm sure all the other levels are good, you just happen to give me the bad one.
Okay, Taiso. That... Oh, God, multiple people are calling. They're calling him Jizzy.
Good night, everybody.
We are never getting partnered now.
Oh, we were close, but now we're back at square one.
Yeah, I actually am with you. I don't think Izzy is the worst Olympics mascot. I think the worst Olympics mascot is the London Games mascots that were just like... They were meant to look like surveillance cameras. I didn't like those.
What about the one that was just a snowball and an ice cube?
Oh, those sucked too. Oh, I didn't like those either. There's some really bad ones. The Australian ones were pretty bad. The ones from Australia 2000, they were kind of... Sydney 2000, I should say. They were kind of, quote-unquote, wonky. Yeah, and like, if you watch... I know some of y'all must watch Ashens. I find it interesting after, like, the Olympics, you could find so much of that all that Olympics garbage.
Oh, yeah,
like,
they gotta get rid of it.
At Poundland, so you'd always see Ashens being like, here's some more of these terrible Olympics guys, and God.
Okay, he doesn't have fall damage, but he does take a few seconds to play a unique animation during which you can't jump or do anything. So that may be worse than fall damage.
Yes, there was a parody of the Sydney Olympics mascot, the Fat Arsed Wombat, and that one apparently became more popular than the actual mascots that they had.
The Fat Arsed Wombat.
And you know what? I've seen a picture of it, and I'll be damned, it was a Fat Arsed Wombat.
Oh, truth in advertising.
Yeah, no, it was a 2012 logo that looked really messed up for the London Olympics. One that looked like Lisa being lewd.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's what it did too.
That's a good one.
Well, it wasn't a good design.
Yeah, I didn't get killed by that guy. Now I'm gonna get killed by something else.
But a lot of things in the Olympics have bad designs because limited time, limited resources, no money, and they're not going to be able to keep the copyright on it anyway, and it's going to be destroyed at the end of the year, so...
So a lot of the same reasons that bad video games exist, with the added condition of the Olympics committee being shit. Also, people wanting to put his shoes on backwards to make him look cool to the kids.
That is funny as hell to me. Like, someone was like, well, kids wear their hats on backwards. What if you wear shoes backwards? It's just like...
That is a real Poochie situation.
Okay, thank you. I was thinking that he feels like a very Poochie character.
I think there was even a part on The Simpsons that directly made fun of Izzy. Can't really recall it at this point, but...
I had to have. It's fucking Izzy.
Matt Groening did have it out for him.
Well, who doesn't? I have it out for Izzy.
The ugliest California raisin. Which one even is that? Alright, we're flying. See, look at this. This is fun.
Yeah,
video game.
Izzy's design was chosen in 1992, but understand that the Atlanta Olympics Committee had to literally coordinate not just this mascot on a very limited staffing, but they had to do the mascot, they had to literally design the Olympics Village, build the Olympics Village, build that park, the Centennial Park, I think, or whatever the park was for the Olympics to be in, the one where the bombing was. They had to they had to get sponsorships. Basically, the Olympics Committee, the one in the city of the Olympics, basically does everything on no work, and it's really hard, and it really sucks, and they have to pay the Olympics Committee. The Olympics, okay, here's my hot take. The Olympics is more of a wild ass licensing deal than anything else. And the Olympics, all you do is really license from them. You did it. Springy was the Olympics mascot the Simpsons made fun of. Let me see them.
That's gotta be an Izzy joke.
Springy was the mascot that Homer designed for the Springfield Olympics Games.
I remember that now. Alright, what's with the eggs? There's always these eggs spawning out of nowhere. Is Izzy an egg-laying mammal? Is that what makes him special? Because he's not the only one, there's also the platypus.
Do you think someone in the design committee was really like, Izzy must lay eggs? If I can't put his shoes on backwards, this boy must lay eggs. Who
he has to lay eggs.
Who demanded Izzy?
And out of the eggs come gold medals.
Who demanded Izzy have a cloaca? Who?
Look, the committee loved this.
The committee is disgusting.
Ooh, some real slowdown here. This doesn't feel intentional.
Also, Blab makes a point. Who said Izzy was a mammal?
I says. Look at him. He's not a reptile. He's not a fish. What other kinds of animals are there? You're right. Maybe I'm assuming too much. He could just be an all-new type of creature. Better than humans.
Better than mammals, better than birds.
Mm-hmm.
He's the newest generation. He's the newest evolution of life.
So get used to him. Your genetic superior, Izzy.
He's the real new type.
Give me the... Oh my god.
Cambrianera says that Izzy is a horse.
Izzy's probably a horse.
Actual Geek Geek says Izzy is a bacteriophage. Krungo says Izzy is a fungus. And Xkeeper says that Izzy is a mistake.
That much I can agree with.
Arnold says Izzy is a bird. And Uzi says he's a what's-it. And that's true.
Yeah. Don't try to categorize Izzy. Don't put your labels on him. They don't apply to him.
Yeah, what is it wasn't just Izzy's species, as Codeman mentions. What is it was actually Izzy's original name until they shortened it to Izzy because, yeah. Also, according to the people who wore the Izzy mascot costumes, the thing that people would constantly pull on the rings on Izzy's ass if you were in that costume.
Also, apparently they had dual fans installed, but if you were lucky, one of them would work while you were in the costume. Mm-hmm. As a result, people had to spend a very limited amount of time as Izzy.
They also...
And also, after the famous bombing incident, Izzy became pretty much a non-entity.
Mm-hmm. Izzy only made certain appearances because they were just like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Because Izzy...
No one wanted to wear a mascot costume and get bombed. It wasn't worth it.
Izzy does have limited visibility, as a lot of y'all fursuit suitors know, but apparently it had really, really limited visibility, and they had to have, like, multiple handlers to kind of help guide you and stuff, so I'm glad that they stopped at Centennial Park when,
It was almost as myopic as the Olympic Committee itself.
Oh! We're the intellectual pals.
Yeah, we're talking about mascots.
JP Ronnie says that Izzy is a Hummer Pony knockoff. I can see that.
Oh, that fallen thing just kills me. Because that leaves you vulnerable and there's nothing you can do. And now I'm just dying all the time.
We are approaching...
I'm on my last life.
I was gonna say, this is a long discussion of Izzy.
I'm just giving him a very fair shake.
You have given him a much fairer chance than me. I've already written Izzy off, because even Izzy's original designer has written Izzy off. So.
Izzy is still a person. He has feelings. Well,
Izzy
I guess that hasn't been proven.
He's not a person. It's very different.
Alright, as time goes on, I'm liking the controls less and less.
Yeah, the controls suck.
They're good for what this is, but... if it's any consolation, not many kids probably played this. I wouldn't imagine many kids clamoring for an Izzy game for Christmas. Yeah, Izzy, that thing that has no shape or identity. Apparently... He wears the Olympic rings on his ass. That's great. What were you going to say?
Kids loved Izzy. Everything I see says that kids just love the shit out of Izzy, and I believe it, but I also don't believe it.
US Gold. Suddenly that's making a lot more sense. I don't know who Alexandria is.
They did their best.
I get the impression this game wanted to crib a lot from Cool Spot, but they didn't do nearly enough.
No.
It just left a bad taste in my mouth. All I can taste now is Izzy and Chicken McNuggets. I need some better music than this.
Okay, multiple people are saying how they liked Izzy as a kid, so it wasn't just me.
Okay, confirmed then. Yeah, he had a fan base. I guess he's pretty kid-friendly. What's a Genesis game with good music?
Oh man, from the oral history, apparently, the most submitted rename for Izzy was Kirby, but they couldn't use that name for obvious reasons.
He was almost Kirby! Oh, Kirby could have had a different name if Izzy came first. Alright, here we go. Turn that down a bit.
It's good. Alright, so...
It's time to judge.
McDonald's Land!
If you're new to the show, this is where we rank all the games we just played. We weigh the pros, the cons, what we liked, what we hated, and this is your final chance to make an argument for or against our placement on our master list. So here we go. Let's start with the good. McDonald's Treasureland Adventure. Wow.
Better than Bubsy. I don't even have to add. Yeah.
Oh, certainly. Not even worth considering. Let's go to Dynamite Heady. I would say it's not as good as Dynamite Heady. It feels almost like a proto Dynamite Heady.
It does.
Oh wow, we ranked Dynamite Heady in the top 10. Mm-hmm. Okay, well.
Uh-oh. So I can agree with that.
Maybe it's more along the lines of Gimmick or something. In that it's fairly creative. It stays interesting throughout. There's really nothing to complain about. Any of what I saw, certainly anything I'd say would be minor. Maybe later on in the game it gets bullshit. Mm-hmm. Maybe it gets less creative as it goes on. I wouldn't know. I'll have to play through it. But I did like what I played.
Me too.
What do y'all think?
Well,
Okay, secondary question. Is it better than Plock?
That is a good question. I say yes.
I'd say yes, too. It was more pleasant than Plock. And I know Plock gets ridiculously hard later on.
So, we've got some comments.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. If we rank it higher than Mischief Makers, we're going to upset folks. It should be between Sonic and Mr. Gimmick. It is not better than Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. You can probably know who said that. Electric Boogaloo says better than Gimmick. Actual Deek Teek says just above Plock is fair. I like it.
Alright, we got Cool Spot at the bottom of our current screen here, and I'd say it's better than Cool Spot, worse than...
I'd say better than Plock.
Okay, let's say better than Plock, worse than the original Sonic the Hedgehog, then. This gives us a nice range to work with.
Okay.
You know what?
That's a good range.
I might like it better than Wiz and Liz.
I do too. I like it around... It's the same thing to me as Wiz and Liz. A really pleasant, easy to play, fun surprise.
Yeah, it's delightful. All games should be delightful.
No, we're not...
Then again, that also ranks it above Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, which people might have an issue with.
People are already mad we're ranking it above Yoshi's Island, so...
It's better than Yoshi's Island.
Oh, no, Danny! You don't moderate the Twitter account, I do!
Yeah, it's great.
My phone's gonna be the one that blows up!
Alright, so for the next tweet, I'm gonna auto-tweet from the Retro Pals account.
No!
It's official. McDonald's game is better than Yoshi's Island.
Please don't!
In every possible way.
This sucks.
I'm gonna change my mind. Between Jungle Beat and Gimmick, I think that's the right place for it.
I actually agree with that.
Jungle Beat barely edges it out. I got about as much enjoyment from both games. Both games very joyful experiences, very good. Both very much worth your time.
We're making chat cry.
I know. I'm sorry.
We think
Our placement of Yoshi's Island is forever going to be a point of contention.
It's going to be contentious, and I understand. Almost Treasureland.
See, JP Ronnie, you get me. It's better than Yoshi's Island because no dang crying babies.
Exactly. Who published it?
Sega and developed by Treasure.
Okay. That I knew the developer. Yeah. All right.
I feel good about that. Yeah, that wasn't a top 10 game, but it was very good. Seriously, try that game. Out of everything we played tonight, I think that's the best game we played. All right, so next up was Musha, right? Musha's a great game. Boy, I should just play some Musha right now.
We're not playing Musha.
What did we play before Izzy?
Holy crap, my brain just wiped that out.
Why can't you remember, dumbass? And why can't I remember?
Dumbass! We're both dumbasses.
Someone refresh my memory. It was a game with a guy. He went around. He jumped from platforms.
Moonwalker!
Moonwalker. See, I was right. It was a guy who jumped over platforms.
Chad is laughing at us. Chad is making fun of us. We deserved it.
Okay, maybe that just says that Moonwalker isn't necessarily a very memorable game.
Moonwalker feels really generic. I'm moving down.
It makes a good impression, but it becomes stale almost immediately. Like, almost in the second or third level. You're like, okay, the rest of the game's gonna be like this, whatever.
So.
Whereas McDonald Land, you were always wanting to see what's next, because you knew there would be something different. Yeah, Michael Jackson didn't give you that same courtesy. So, better than Bubsy? My heart says yes on that. But
I
not
agree.
much better.
No. I would say, where's Bubsy? Oh god, Bubsy is so...
Bubsy's pretty far
there,
down the list now.
So, better than Wacky Races and Claymate Skeleton Warriors. What game would you most compare it to, I should say, that we've already rated?
Interesting you should say Wacky Races, because, yeah, I think that's better than Moonwalker.
So maybe it's like between Wacky Races and Punky Skunk? Because I think it's better than Punky Skunk.
I think so, too.
But it's also kind of bland. Not much goes on.
It's enjoyable to a point. It's not essential by any means. It's no Normie's Beach Baborama.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. What do y'all think? Where would you put this? Help us out. Above Punky Skunk? Below Punky Skunk? Did Michael Jackson know who Punky Skunk was? Did he know that Punky Skunk was his biggest rival?
I don't know. Pardon me. JP Ronnie says below Global Gladiators. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe.
I could see that. Global Gladiators is a much more fluid and fun game.
It is. Hell, even Bug 2 is a little more fluid.
I disagree on that point.
Okay, so maybe below Global Gladiators?
Actually, yeah, let's do that. Everyone in agreement? Anyone have very strong opinions about Moonwalker? Is there something I didn't see in that game? I know he does transform into a robot. That's worth something.
Krungo says below Chuck Rock. No.
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 No, Michael Jackson's better than...
No, it's better than Chuck Rock.
He's better than
I'm
that
sorry.
asshole Chuck Rock. What's he ever done for anyone? Michael Jackson healed the world. Chuck Rock only made it more miserable.
Place.
Yeah. Alright, we're putting it below Global Gladiators. I think it's better than Bug 2.
Oops.
Moonwalker.
Genesis.
Developed by Michael Jackson. Yeah, there you go.
Fix that later. Oh no! Worse than Bubsy.
You haven't even said the name of the game yet.
It's worse than Bubsy.
Izzy's Quest for the Olympic Rings is oddly a lot like Bubsy. The level design reminds me a lot of it. There's much less instant death. There's a lot of exploring, going around, not really being sure of what to do. You're just kind of bouncing off of stuff, getting hit, getting frustrated. Okay, maybe it's more like Bubsy than I thought.
Yeah. I think it's worse. Bubsy, I could play Bubsy. Izzy, there was something the level design in Izzy made me averse to keep playing it. It was very cramped. I couldn't figure out where I was going. Everything looked the fucking same. With Bubsy, I could at least get from point A to point B. I couldn't do that in Izzy.
Bubsy is a very open game, isn't it? You can just kind of fly over these wide open spaces. While Izzy felt kind of cramped. Alright, to anyone who's played both, I want to hear you weigh in. Which is better, Izzy or Bubsy?
Tell us.
This is honestly a pretty difficult decision. And if he's worse than Bubsy, how much worse? I don't think he would be that much worse. This game was still playable on a basic level. It had some thought put into it.
Maybe around the maybe around the Mr. Nuts area.
Mr. Nuts' area, huh?
Yeah, Izzy can totally eat my nuts. Everyone says Bubsy is better.
Wow, amazing.
I think you are the one who likes. You are the one Izzy defender in this world.
I liked it up until I played the second and third levels, and then I started to come around.
Then you started to realize.
You know what? Maybe Izzy lied to me. Maybe he's not special. Maybe he is worse than Bubsy. I have to search within myself to find the truth, but for now, I think I'll bow to popular opinion. Yeah, he's worse than Bubsy. Mm-hmm. I don't feel too bad about saying that. Mm-hmm. He's just a mascot everyone shits on. He's never had a good time. He never had a chance. I wanted to give him this one thing in his life.
You wanted to give Poochie a chance, but Poochie...
He had to go back to his home planet, and so did Izzy in the end.
They both did, you're right. So everyone keeps asking for Izzy to go lower and lower. Lower than Yonoid, lower than just... anything lower than Animorphs.
I had more fun with it.
Scrolling lower and lower.
I had more fun with it than Donkey Kong Land. I'm being real here.
That's fair.
I'll admit it's worse than Bubsy. I don't think it was that much worse. Let's say Psycho Fox is better. Mm-hmm. Arrow the Acrobat. That's the real.
That's
question.
actually where I would put it, because that's actually kind of how I felt when I was playing it.
How about to soothe everyone's anger? I put it below Arrow the Acrobat and above Ah Real Monsters.
I think that's pretty fair.
You can make an argument for Arrow, not so much for Ah Real Monsters, and I think Izzy belongs... He's just fine there.
Blab wants Izzy around the home improvement area.
Holy shit. Worse than the Smurfs? Worse than Toki going ape spit?
Arnold Remmer says it's worse than Trolls in Crazyland.
Wow. People got her out for Izzy.
People hate Izzy. Izzy was like, you know how we all hated Barney, and then we look back on that and we're like, oh, that was really stupid. People look back on the Izzy hate and they're like, no, that was justified.
He deserves it.
That was like, out of all the dumb mascots that we hated in the 90s, the hatred of Izzy was, I think, perhaps justified.
I don't know. Do we want to throw Izzy to the dogs for once and let the audience have their say?
Yes.
We've gone against popular opinion long enough where I think we can throw someone to the dogs. Let's throw Izzy under the bus. Where should he be? I'm ready to throw that blue fucker under the bus and run him over.
Arnold says higher than, maybe a little bit higher than Pugsley. Blab said around Home Improvement, the Smurfs, Toki area. I think below Toki.
I think it's better than Home Improvement. That's my final answer.
I actually think, pardon me, I think Home Improvement is actually a pretty good comparison point because the level design feels the same. Very cramped. Very, like, just these kind of weird, like,
it did have the
diamond-shaped platformers you're always slipping off of.
It had a similar level design philosophy, didn't it? Izzy, to its credit, at least I could get through a couple levels. It was still poorly designed. Mm-hmm. And I still don't feel good about ranking it below something about Death Valley Rally, but it is Izzy, so fuck him.
Fuck Izzy.
Put him above Home Improvement. That's it. I've thrown Izzy to the dogs just for your folks' entertainment.
Are you
not entertained? Izzy, I'm giving you big sideways thumb right now. Those lions are gonna eat the shit out of you.
That was U.S.
Gold
and Alexandria.
Yeah, Alexandria. Well,
whoa!
Izzy was something that I wanted to defend, but when it came down to it, I really couldn't. The game was better than I was expecting, and it still wasn't anything that anyone would want to play. That's Izzy's legacy, and that's where it shall stay, because everything regarding his creation and development is now destroyed by national and international law.
It is! It's part of their charter! I actually looked up the PDF part of that charter, and by the way, that PDF part of that charter also is for the Olympic villagers and the Olympians to know what brands they are allowed to hold and what ones they may never be photographed with.
Hold Coke, never Pepsi.
Never Pepsi.
Never Pepsi. Never Pepsi and never Izzy. Let this be a lesson to you. If you're that widely hated, you can... I'm willing to give people a second chance, but if enough people hate something enough, yeah, I gotta go with the audience opinion.
Thank you for correcting me, Electric Boogaloo, but I actually agree with you. I almost want to keep the mistake in because fuck Izzy. You know what? I think I will.
What did you mess up?
I call it Izzy instead of Izzy's quest, I called it Izzy the quest for the Olympic rings.
That makes it sound more sophisticated.
Let's leave it at that then.
Okay, we gave him a poor ranking, but we gave him a more sophisticated title than what he
name.
deserves.
Yeah. So I guess that'll do it for us tonight, huh?
I think so, yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We ranked McDonald Land Adventures pretty high, which it deserved. We ranked Moonwalker, which we remembered after several minutes of trying to remember it, and that got what it deserved. And Izzy, I still think y'all are being a little bit hard on him, but counterpoint to that, who fucking cares? It's just Izzy.
It's just Izzy.
Flush that dude down the toilet, he's done.
He's gone.
I'm done thinking about Izzy. We will never think about him again. That's it for us. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good weekend. We'll be back on Monday with yet another Monday afternoon stream. Tune in at 2 p.m. Central, and we will play The Adventures of Willie Beamish.
Oh my god! I didn't know!
Not even Alex was expecting that.
Oh, ooh.
I was kind of going back and forth on that, but I couldn't think of anything better on the spot like that, so Willie Beamish it is. Tune in on Monday to see us play through the worst version of Willie Beamish, the Sega CD version.
No.
Guaranteed to be audience poison, so we will be switching it out at some point with something more playable. But yeah, it'll be a true Mega CD Monday, and oh, what a Mega CD game it is.
And on Monday, we will also be releasing the latest episode of PlayStation Year Zero out to YouTube.
Yep, that'll be public. You can learn the story of Twin B. Tyson Puzzle Dama. Also on Monday, we'll be deciding the winner of this week's patron vote.
Oh, yes.
Right now, go to patreon.com/retropals, pitch in at least $1 a month, and you can vote. Wait, that would be $5
It would be
a month.
$5 a month, yeah.
And you can vote for what is featured during our next Wednesday stream. Give you a hint, it's going to be an FMV Pal stream. And we're going to return to something we covered back when we were Adventure Pals.
Oh, nice.
Your choices are Cyber War, Alive, Combat Queen, and Suzuki Bakuhats.
Some of those are really good. Some of those are really good, and I recommend them.
Yep. Whatever gets the most votes, I will practice until I can practice no more. until Wednesday. I want to get a full playthrough of whatever game gets picked. I hope it's not Cyber War. That game would be hell to learn. But I'm willing to go to hell and back for you. Because I love you.
We love you. We don't love Izzy.
I don't love Izzy. I don't love the Lawnmower Man. I don't love the Olympics Committee. If you want to stay on the line, I'll continue to talk about things I don't love for the next 12 hours, but I think Alex is about to cut me off.
Yeah, we'll see you on Monday at 2 p.m. Central, and look for us on YouTube and, of course, Patreon.
Yeah, go do that. And y'all have a good weekend.
See ya, folks, and we will never see Izzy again.
Fuck Izzy. The end. Goodbye.